Hey everyone, it's Vinny. Today I'm going to be doing a product review, and this is for those of you that are either interested in cosmetology, hair color, or if you're professionals yourself. I'm going to be reviewing the Pravana Chroma Silk Color Lush, and it's the ammonia-free and the MEA-free demi gloss. And it basically claims that you can take color artistry to a whole new level. It includes it's free apparently. The free toolkit contains an applicator bottle, a dropper, one color lush brochure, and a swatch ring. And it does show you like the different pictures and stuff. What I also really like is I got interested because if you see the back shows you the shade chart and the different shade families from silver, blue, violet, all the way to the color boost, the reds, the coppers, the golds, and the neutrals that this line does contain. First glance, I have noticed that it does seem geared to more lighter shades of hair. Especially if you see the last three there. They really don't make the shades vibrant for the darker ones. Like my hair color that I use now is a 5R, and their 5R, which is red velvet, I think it's that one there, is very muddy, I guess you could say, very muted. You really don't notice them, but let's pop this open so I can actually see what the colors look like on the swatches. So, I do like this. You get a nice swatch, and the ring is easier because you can actually hold it up to the person's hair and show them the shade that they would look best in. Contains a color application bottle because it is a gloss, and the tip is kind of good because you can use those tips to like flip the hair over and apply it. And it even goes all the way up to a little over 8 ounces, which is cool. This is nice. The book, it does give you this book, and looking at it now, it does look nice. The brochure says you can use this for 100% gray coverage. Results desired are lighter on natural hair color. Client desires permanent results. Oh, this is for the Chroma Silk. I was reading it. They also make something called a Chroma Silk, which is a permanent hair color. This is Color Lush, and it says when you use Color Lush, ammonia-free and MEA-free hair color is desired. Quick and simple color refreshing over faded ends when the integrity of the hair is compromised. So if someone's very damaged hair, you can actually use a demi and kind of fill in or give them a more desired color as opposed to using a permanent color that usually contains ammonias and other stuff that really might further compromise their hair and potentially cause breakage. Tinting hair back to natural, coloring between foils. Client is sensitive to ammonia-based color, and when quicker application is desired. So the book is very colorful, as you can see with the advertisements. They even do show what they use in the model in each photo, and I like that because other brands that I've been with, like other brands that I've done in the past, they don't include anything, and a lot of them don't even include a color kit. It's more so just an expensive swatch that you pay for, and with the swatch, you really don't have an idea of what different formulations may look like to kind of get your creative mind thinking. But it does have other pages, like this one is cool. It shows you how the demi dye adheres, because this doesn't necessarily penetrate 100%. It pretty much wraps itself around the hair, and that's how it adheres. And it says ammonia and MEA are typically used to open the cuticle to allow hair color to penetrate into the hair fiber. However, ammonia is well recognized as a possible irritant that can be caustic to the hair and scalp and produce an unpleasant odor while processing. MEA, which by the way, MEA is used in ammonia-free dyes, while gentler than ammonia and without the issue of an unpleasant odor, adheres to the hair, and if it is not sufficiently removed after the color service, may continue to degrade the hair. Does not sound good. So Color Lush, it apparently delivers the color through a omega-9 delivery complex, and It does not put, it gently opens the cuticle without the stress to the hair or odor associated with ammonia or the residual effects of MEA. And what this is showing is that these oils are found in avocado, grapeseed, and olive oil. And that's the oil, the yellow part in the picture. It has an array of vibrant colors, it says. It has the 5 color boosts, which it does have a clear. And with a clear, you can use the clear to dilute the color down if you want to make a pastel or just add some more shine to the current color. If you use a little. The blue is one of their boosters. It's an additive. The copper. My favorite is the red. It looks nice and vibrant and pretty deep. And they have a gold additive. You can use the clear too, because that is an additive as well, but these additives you'll add in, and like let's say you have Rebel Red right here. It's hard to see, but it does look kind of muddy because it's probably brown based. If you add an additive to this red, which is 3R, you can make it a little bit more intense. Let's see, 5R right here, this is Red Velvet. They name their colors after a lot of desserts. Fiery Brunette, if you add red to this, it'll make it more intensive. And what I really like is this one, is Lucky Penny 7C. Golden Goddess, if you wanted to maybe tone down a little bit of the orangey, you can add a little bit of the blue, and it would make it a little bit more of a cool down tone. Clear you can mix with the Frappe a lot and make it more light. They have violets. Fine Wine is one of their violets. It's a level 5, and I really want to mix this with the red or use this alone, because this is, if you can see, an almost perfect match to what my current color is. But also clear, if you wanted to make a 10, like when I'm working with a blonde, if I'm using a high lift or if I'm using a color and I need a violet to tone out the yellow, I add in a violet, and this does include the 9V, but if I want to use a 10 usually, so I'll actually mix this with a toner. I also forgot to mention, I don't know why there's a dropper in here, but the dropper is included. I thought that was kind of interesting because I've never done it. So back to the book, it is also a no lift too, since it's demi, so you only use it to gloss it. Or if you're doing someone's permanent hair color, you could either just foil it up and do the either highlights in there or apply the color to the root and then just use the demi color the last 10-15 minutes to really refresh the ends. The pictures are really nice. It is showing you the different uses. It does a lot of promoting in the pictures, but I'm really curious to know how good it will work in real life because I am kind of nervous to try them. Just show you the shade book again, but like I said, if you look at the shades, they really don't compare to the printed version. Like, let me give you guys an example. If I hold up the 9S, which is the Silver Fox, the picture makes it look more like a violet than anything. If you can see that, it looks lighter than the actual drawing. So that might be why I thought it looked kind of muddy. And then what I also like is that these pages give you an idea. It gives you the different ideas for creative formulations. And it will tell you for the mixing ratio, it is 1 part activator to the 1 part of the color of your choice. So if you're using 1 ounce color, use 1 ounce of the processing solution. It will not lift any levels, obviously. It will process though for 20 minutes, but you can adjust that pretty much to your liking. And what's really cool is that you can actually remove permanent hair color because there is a new hair color remover on the market that Pravana makes called the Artificial Hair Color Extractor. And it says Color Lush colors are comprised of both oxidative and direct dyes to deliver perfect on-level depth and brilliant dimensional tone. In most cases, artificial hair color extractor will extract colorless shades from hair. But if you use a direct dye, there may be slight remnants of tone left in there, which can be treated like an underlying pigment. And it does offer these formulas to either use on that underlying pigment to work with the base. But the names are funny, like Velvet Noir or Last Call, which kind of sounds like an alcohol term. And now I figured out what the dropper is for. So it shows you right here their different color boosts and their different formulation ideas. And it says Color Lush includes 4 color boosts and a clear for customizable coloring. So basically 1 full dose per bottle, or half a dose. So 1 full dose, it would be one of these droppers. If you wanted to add more red to the red shade I showed, you would take a full dropper and just drop it in there to your formula. But if I was using half of it, I'd only use half a dropper. And if you're also a little big with numbers, kind of picky with how much, it does say that 1 full dose is 50 drops, you can count, and then half would be 25. Copper Color Boost spices shades up. The red neutralizes green tones. It creates purple tones when added to the blue family, and will enhance coppers and reds when added to will add fiery tones. Blue will also tone the red shades, which technically blue is usually for orange, but the fun shade combos will tell you how to make ash. If you mix blue and gold color, it makes an ash. And if you mix red and copper, it creates a crimson. Red and gold will make like a marigold, which is a very gingery red shade. And for maximum color dilution, it even tells you those formulas right here. I'm not really going to read too much. Let's see. Here's some creative formulas too that I like. It will show you more formula ideas. This one is a 3R, and there's some more formulas there. This one is pretty cool. There's one, although the models kind of look like reality show stars. And it will show you the before too, of like the model and the process of getting there. You can even get creative and use different formulas in different bottles. So like section the hair and do like 1 strand one and then 1 strand another. This one did at the root area, the 6 red copper, and put some of the copper at the end. You use the shampoo and conditioners it's recommending, but what I really think is cool is that this line has a color enhancer. One of them is known as Radiant Red, which I want to do a review on, because I believe Pravana is a plant-based company. I want to double check. Here's a really cool one too, is I do work a lot with blondes when I do color jobs. This one, it's hard to tell, but you can see she's almost got multiple highlights in her hair. And that's from their pattern of using, they used different sections of the 9B, the blue, the violet, and then they even mixed it in some of the strands. And she does have a little bit of a blue tinge, and I know that's becoming more popular, and I personally like it, but it's always something to be mindful of when you have clients that are a little conservative, or maybe they don't want to change like that. I always will ask my clients too when I'm toning, like, you know, how are they okay with leaving a little bit of the pastel purple in there if I'm toning? And if it's a no, I will rinse when it starts to turn slightly purple. They also have a, they call it Pearly Girl, the Perfect Blonde. Oh, it says, send your Pearly Girl home with the Perfect Blonde purple toning regimen. I haven't heard people use it, but I think it's good. They also have a few neutral shades. My only one complaint is that, like I said, some of them do appear a little bit muddy, and I really wish that some of the reds were a little bit more red-based, because I am a little nervous to use any of these because they might look like they're going to come out darker. With the exception of the Fine Wine, I like that one. They do have neutrals, but the only thing with the neutrals is that they don't have the full series. I'm wondering if this company is going to include more neutrals later on, although if you really wanted to, you could create neutrals by dilution. So if you wanted to make like a 6N, you can use or a 7N, you could use their 6N English toffee and just mix it with an 8N. That usually creates a 7. Or if you're nervous doing that, you can just dilute the 6N with a little bit of clear. That might get a little lighter. Other than that, it does appear good, but this is just a new line to Pravana. As you can see, they do have multiple lines. It will not cover gray, but it does have YouTube videos on this product. I will try to use this in the future videos I make when I get a better camera that has either like a flip out thing, and maybe bring in some clients to show you guys how they would work. So that's pretty much about it. And I'm sorry if this video is long. I mean, feel free to skip at any point if you're bored. So if you have questions about this line or questions about demi-permanent color, just comment down below. I know I look kind of bad, but I didn't really shave either. But that's all right. It's a lazy Sunday. See you guys soon.